yeah. Woo! Fish. Stay on there. Got it. Dude. Jacob, come here. Oh, got him. Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Excited for today's adventure, but let me tell y'all, it has been a bumpy road to get to where we're at right now. So this is the river that we had plans on fishing today, and we're about to launch and fish it, but we tried launching downstream, but every access point was either closed up for the winter or just closed off by construction workers. So we find ourselves up here. I took a tumble earlier. I busted my leg up. I about broke my wrist. Look at this. Looks like I got attacked by like a stray, mangy old cat out there. But we're doing all right, and we're about to be even better because we're about to launch and get up, stream a little bit, and hopefully catch some fish. I've actually never fished this stretch before, and I'm excited to see what we can catch. In hand today, I've got 3 different rods. I've actually got 4 rods with me, but I got a Ned rig, I got a little jerk bait, and then if things go south, where I've got a little trout magnet. There are trout that frequent these waters, and I honestly, at this point, don't care what we catch. Uh-oh. We got a train fixing to come through. This place is always loaded with a bunch of trains, so we'll be hearing them honk and do their thing all day, but that shouldn't bother us. It shouldn't bother the fish. I'm just excited. It's like the last warm day of fall. We have like a major cold front coming through. It's gonna be freezing cold in a couple of days, but yeah, I'm excited. Let's get out here, let's catch some fish. Hopefully y'all are excited for today's adventure. If so, do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get out of here before the train gets us. Fish on! Fish on! What is that, a largie? Hey, first fish of the day, a little largemouth. What a textbook area too. Little green boy, got this bridge, got this nice rock wall. He's tiny, we're gonna send him back. First fish on the 6th Sense Boosa worm. I couldn't even feel my bait. It's so windy and it's so deep right here. Hope there's a giant right here with him. Oh, fish on, fish on, fish on. Decent one, decent one, decent one. It's a trout, it's a trout, it's a trout. That's a nice rainbow. Oh, Big Daddy, come here. That's a nice rainbow, guys. Ah, in the net. There we go. That's cool. That's a pretty fish. Okay, we're on the board. We got ourselves a really nice rainbow trout here in the net. We're in a stretch of the river that is gonna be holding more trout than anything else because this is the colder water. Look at that little beauty. That is a really healthy looking rainbow. And we're in a spot here that looks really good. We got a good shoal. We have an even bigger shoal coming up ahead of us. I think it's gonna be loaded, but really good start. I'm gonna send this one back. We're gonna probably keep some today, but we're so early on into our float that I don't wanna drag them around this canoe or drag them around behind the boat just yet. But we wanna head and get a release on this guy. And hopefully we can catch one twice that big before the day is over. Oh, big one. Decent one. Very decent one. Very decent one. Oh my gosh. Oh my, it's under the boat. Woo! He gave up. What's he doing? Hey, fish number 2. We kind of got to hear some really deep water. And I didn't know if my bait was even near the bottom where it needs to be when you're throwing these trout magnets, but that is another beautiful trout. Second rainbow trout of the day. This one here actually isn't as beautiful as that first one. He is missing his pectoral fins. He definitely came straight from the hatchery and straight onto this trout magnet. But you love that cotton candy color. That's our third bite on that color jig. Let's get him unhooked. But still a good size overall though. Can't complain with that. Let's send him back into the river. Keep on going up. Oh, there he goes. He's feisty. Let me show you that bait. That's the one they like right there. The little cotton candy trout magnet. I've caught thousands of trout in this river with this color. And we're hoping to get into some more warm water species once we get up here to where we get back into a warmer section of the river. But for now, we're gonna keep throwing this thing around. You can actually find this trout magnet and a bunch of our other favorite colored trout magnets in our trout magnet bundles over on the Trout Magnet website. We'll leave a link to all that down below. It's a great way to help support the channel and get your hands on some really, really great trout baits. But that one there is money. We're gonna keep going up, see if we can catch some more. Okay, been getting a few bites on the trout magnet, but guys, we are honestly in some of the most beautiful D2 jig water. If you don't know what that is, it's this guy right here. You can also find these in our trout bundles, but basically you cast these things out and you rip them off the bottom really hard. We're seeing several trout come up to the surface, and it's kind of the way that we're attacking this river right now. We're kind of moving fast, and I think having this little bit quicker approach, we could really, really put this jig in front of a bunch of fish's faces. So we're gonna just tie it on there. Also guys, I'm not sure if you can tell, it is so windy out here today, so that's also kind of factoring into my decision to throw a little bit heavier bait and rip it around. We'll see if it works. If it don't work, we'll put the trout magnet on because we know that it is working. First cast, oh, we got excited. We had one. Trout, trout, big trout, big trout. Big trout, big trout, big trout, big trout, big trout, big trout. Really big trout. Really nice. Oh my gosh, this thing is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh, come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Stay on there. Stay on there. Stay on, stay on, stay on. Let's go! Are you kidding me? This thing is red. Oh my gosh. Guys, I can't believe what I got right here. Look at this thing. Look at how beefy, how broad that thing is. That's like 4 casts in with that D2 jig and we got ourselves a really solid rainbow trout, just kiped up, just a fall beauty. Just so red. He matches the scenery out here. We got a lot of trees changing colors, and man, D2 jig just hanging out of his face. The one I had before this one, he was a nice one too. And I think this is a really great strategy to target some of these bigger trout. That is incredible. You know, we came up here with the intention, oh shoot, I got him. He's still there. We saved him. I was just trying to dip him in there. Whew. Hey, let him sit there in the net for a second. We came up here with the intention, you know, chasing down a bunch of different species. We tried to launch downstream where there's more smallmouth. We had to come up here and adapt. And we're in this trout section of the river, but you know, I'm glad we're up here now because we've caught a really nice trout, and hopefully we can catch some more like this. And eventually we'll reach up here to a spot where we can catch some more smallmouth, but we're gonna get a couple pics of him and we're gonna send him back in and we're gonna start ripping that jig around and see if we catch a couple more. Oh my gosh, what is that? That's a bass. That's a bass. Largemouth. Largemouth. Dude, it's a big largie. Get out of that grass. Oh! Dude. Yeah! Big fat largie. Look at that tubby bass, guys. So we just released that big trout. I stood up, I saw a bunch of carp, and I still see a bunch of carp. I didn't know what they were at first, but I threw over at it. I thought that the carp came and got my D2 jig, but it was actually this largemouth. He is a stud. He's not super long, but look how fat that thing is. He is just a blimp, and he loved that D2 jig. That is crazy. There's another trout. I don't know how big he is. He's coming right to me. He doesn't feel as big as the last one. The last one was an absolute blimp. Is that a brown trout? No, it's a rainbow. It's a rainbow. It's a pretty one. D2's getting them pretty, guys. I'm glad we made the switch. We'll send little Jimmy back. Man, they're so pretty in this water. I can't get over it. I can't get over this place. This is the most fascinating fishery in all of Arkansas to me. There's probably some monsters up there, like at the actual riffle. Dude, I don't feel that small. Come on, baby. How big are you? Oh, is he snagged? Oh, snap, he went down on it and got wacky rigged. What was he thinking? That'll happen sometimes. It's okay, little guy. You're gonna be okay. You're a strong trout. Oh. So when this jig, so basically you're snapping the jig really hard off the bottom, and as it falls down, that's when the fish go down on it to get it. So you never really feel the bite. So they go down, sometimes they miss it, and then when you swipe back up, you could snag them that way. But most of the time they eat it. But this thing's got some good little trout scales on there, some good little scent. I bet we'll catch a big daddy this next cast. There we go. There we go. You had to catch one in this spot. Pretty good one. He's not really fighting that hard. Hey, there we go. Got us another trout. We've got up here into this really deep hole. We just trudged through so much shoal that we couldn't really troll through. And I'm glad we're finally back up here in some deeper water, but that's like a bottomless pit. I don't know how deep that is. It's gotta be 20 foot deep right there. This guy came right out of that shoal. There's another one right above us that looks really, really good. So we're gonna send this guy back and get back after it. But he's got some cool colors. He's a lot darker than some other ones we caught today. Gotta love them trout. Let's go. Got him. Trout man. Come here, Barry. Got him. It feels so good to be back up here in some fishable water, guys. We went through some stuff to get up here, and this is the reward. Beautiful rainbow on the D2. I'm honestly thinking about putting on the trout magnet again. This looks very trout magnet. It's kind of deep. It's D2 jiggy too, but I kind of just feel like watching that bobber drift down and get bit. Pretty little trout. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, there's some underneath him. What's he doing? He's just rolling. Is he snagged? No, he's got it. He's snagged in the mouth. Come on, big guy. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? It looked like he had some big blimps underneath him. Man, he swallowed it. Golly. I was hoping he was a giant. He felt like a big one whenever he bit it on the way down. Most of the time you don't feel the bite, but in that case, I felt him smoke it. And there we go. Beautiful little trout. Dude, right here, I'm about to catch one. I'm about to catch one right here. Woo. Got him. I see like 3 or 4 good ones down there. This guy just sniped it before they got to it. Still a really cool spot to catch a trout, right here on this big shoal. Little tiny guy. There's a couple of good ones sitting right here. Woo! Woo! Stay on there, little guy. Coming to daddy. I knew there was some more right here. Not a monster. But still, really cool fish to catch. See ya. Bass. It's a bass. Oh. Oh. It's a smallie. It's a smallie. They exist up here, dude. Look at this. It's a small one. He's not a small one. He's just a brown one. Yes. Let's go. A smallie. I'm about to put this jig down to throw on my Ned rigs again. Finally. This is honestly what we came up here to this river to catch today. Primarily was these brown boys. But as we've already mentioned, we kind of got into a little bit of a situation, and we got this train coming up here again. This place is full of them, but we finally got ourselves a brown one. There's a spot up here where a different fork flows into this river that's supposed to have a bunch of these guys. So hopefully we can catch some more of these. And we're And this spot here looks pretty juicy for smallies, honestly. So if there's one, there's gotta be more. Pretty fish. There we go, there we go, there we go. That's a big fish. Big fish, big fish, big fish, big fish, big fish, big fish. Smallie, smallie, big smallie. Woo! Yeah, yeah. That's awesome. Right where he's supposed to be too. Oh, he felt bigger than that. It's so deep right here. He was down next to a rock. There we go, guys. A little bit bigger smallmouth bass. We're still in what I would consider like the heavy trout waters, but it's just a lot of just big boulders out here, and apparently the smallmouth are hanging out here too. It's really deep. He was way down there, about through that Ned rig up against that big rock, and I thought he was a little bigger, honestly. I think he pulled me down into it. I was halfway expecting it to be a walleye, to be honest with you guys, but that's exciting. I feel like there could be a gigantic smallmouth in here with as many trout as there are. I mean, that is a forage that they're eating trout that they could grow some monster smallies. But we're gonna send him back, hopefully find one 2 or 3 times larger than him before the day's over. Right, like right there where I landed, I like that a lot. Fish, fish, feels decent. Come on, be big. Get off that rock. It is a smallmouth. Man, they're colored up out here. He felt so big. I guess because I've been catching them trout, these smallies feel huge. Putting up a good fight today. So I've been really torn. I've been thinking about putting a drop shot on. I feel like that is a presentation that I could really get down to the bottom and put in front of these smallmouth, in front of these big rocks. But they keep biting this Ned rig, and makes me want to keep throwing it too. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just a hot mess right now, but we're getting some fish. This one here is so pretty. I wish he was a 5-pounder, but he's still pretty. Beautiful little fish. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Smallie! Right in front of me. Woo! Nice, another smallie. Getting these smallies figured out now. They're not big, but I know there's a monster in here. We've caught too many big ones in this river to not eventually run into one. Cool fish. I love how red their eyes are. I think it's gorgeous. Nice, dude. Caught him just right there. Pitched it right in front of the boat. I was like, where'd my Ned rig go? Oh, wait. Smallie had it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Come on, be big. Don't psych me out. Oh, these things are pulling so hard. He's a little bit bigger. Gosh, dude, they feel so big. Can we talk about how blue this water is again? Look at this. This is insane. This is like the prettiest water I've ever seen in my life. And we're catching smallies and trout and largemouth and everything in between out here so far. Well, I guess not everything in between. We've only caught those 3 things. But we're trying to catch everything in between. Beauty. Beauty. Oh, dude, look at that. They like that color. Got you. There's a little hole of smallies right here. If it's a smallie, can we get a jump? Oh, where's he going? Is he big? Oh gosh, look at him. Come here, Jimmy. They're so pretty. I can't get over it. This is kind of like the way it was the last time we fished this river. We caught a bunch of fish like this, and then all of a sudden, boom, biggin', boom, biggin'. It's coming, I promise it's coming. Pretty. He ain't got no stripes on there, it's just all just really coppery. Good fighters. Well, I just made a swap to a different colored Ned rig. This one here's got some green pumpkin on top, and it's got that pearl on the bottom. And I've caught fish the first 2 casts with it, so it might be the deal. And it's good to just have a wide variety of different colors to work with, because you never know what color they're going to be going for. But I'm using a weedless Ned because there is a lot of grass out here. But I really want to use the exposed hooked one. And if we get on some spots where there's more rock, I might do that. But this one here is working. It's doing the job. Psych. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get to be a big guy. Look at all that brown. Look at all that brown down there. Is there one's chasing him? Gosh, look at him. Woo! That's the biggest of the day. Biggest of the day. Oh my gosh. Next cast. We're 3 for 3 on this color. That's a good one. Finally. That is what's up. That's what's up right there. Guys, that was 3 casts in a row with that new colored Ned rig, and they are smoking. I think that first one I was throwing was a little bit too, like, I don't know, I feel like it blended in with the environment too much and they weren't getting to it. But since I swapped, it's just been nonstop action. I've been in the same spot basically, but that's our biggest one of the day. He's gonna be pushing 2 pounds or so. He's got a little bit of that tiger stripe action, and it's just a really pretty fish. I'm loving it. And like, we're well into the trout waters, and these smallmouth are up here thriving in it. I thought we weren't gonna catch any smallmouth in this spot, but shows what I know. I don't know nothing. I just kind of know how to catch them a little bit. That's a nice one. That's a giant. That's a big one. Big one. Big one. Don't make me a liar, fish. Oh my gosh. He is digging. Look at that one. Oh my gosh, he's so dark. What a gorgeous smallmouth, guys. That one is gorgeous. I made 3 casts with a drop shot just now, caught nothing, threw this green pumpkin and pearl Ned rig out and got bit again. This is the one they want. This is the one they want right there. That's it. Look at that fish. Have y'all seen a more beautiful smallmouth? Probably, but that thing is gorgeous. He's got like orange on his scales. Another one. Oh, bigger, bigger. He's bigger, he's bigger, he's bigger, he's bigger. Woo! Look at him dig. These are the meanest smallmouth, guys. These things are mean. Oh yeah, beautiful one. Got him. Let's go. There's 2 things in life that I'll never get tired of. Number 1, catching fish. Number 2, catching smallmouth bass, especially when they fight like that. That thing just went ballistic. I'm kind of scared to catch a big one. Like, these are good quality sized fish. Like, and most of the Ozark streams that we fish, this is about as big as they get, but this place, they just grow some big ones. And I think it's because of the forage. They have all these trout and all these little small minnows and crawfish and stuff out here to eat. But we're due for a monster. We're due for one now. We've caught maybe 10 at this point, I'm not sure, but they just keep getting even more aggressive and mean, and each one is just so beautiful. Is that a trout? It's a brown trout! Everything loves Ned worms, guys. That guy bit it as soon as it hit the water. It's a tiny little brown trout. I don't know why I don't ever catch big brown trout in this river. I wish that we could. Oh, nope. Be nice. Be nice. If you flop off, it's okay. He looks like one that was freshly stocked. He looks kind of silly, but he still is cool. He's got those cool red spots. Definitely no White River brown trout. Not hating though, I promise I'm not hating. He just needs to grow up a little bit. See you later, little guy. You okay? You said I'm okay. That's cool. It was cool. Had to pick up the trout stick one more time, just to let them know that we were still here and we still cared about them. On the D2, we're sending back. My jig matches my toe. We got the same mossy look. Is it raining? What the heck? Feels good though. Hopefully it doesn't pour. He's a mean one. He got me. Got you. Now, Raina, oh, he's a nice one. Ah, he ain't got no fins. Oh no. Okay guys, so serious question, what would you rather see us catch? Little trouts like this or the smallies we've been catching? We're catching both, we're gonna kind of keep an even mix, but moving forward, if we came out here, would you rather us just target the trouts or the big brown boys? I like both. This guy ain't got no fins, he don't look too hot. But we've caught some magnificent rainbow trout today. They can't all be beautiful ones. Come on, get in here. Come on with it, baby. Where's he at? What is that? Oh, it's a trout. For a second, he looked like a walleye. I was like, what the heck is that fish? That's a nice one. So we just caught 4 in a row, and then I missed one, and now we're starting a new streak with this guy. He's a pretty one. He's got all of his fins, he's got a good color, he's got good spots. We'll send him back. I fished here a lot. I ain't never really caught no big ones, but there could be a monster lurking. You never know. Okay, so we've traveled as far upstream of this river as we can. It's back behind us, and the dam is actually back behind us too, but there's this other little fork that flows into it, and we're gonna go explore it. This water here is a little bit warmer, not a whole lot warmer, but this is where we originally thought we were gonna come up and catch the smallmouth. So we're gonna go up this way a little bit. If we catch some, then we'll keep going. If we don't, then we're gonna start making our way back downstream because we're starting to kind of lose a little bit of time. We still got plenty of daylight to work with, but we definitely want to make sure we explore all this that we can because there could be some monsters up that way. But I'm going to just pick up this Ned rig and chunk it around a little bit. Hopefully we connect with a big monster. Smells like a fish back here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude, big snapper, big snapper, big snapper, big snapper. Dude. Jacob, come here. Oh, got him. Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. Big freaking snapper. I've got him. Oh my gosh. Oh, don't bite me. This is a giant snapper. You ready for this? You ready for this? Oh! Oh my gosh, he's a big old snapper. This thing's got to be like over 30 pounds. Oh my gosh. I think he was munching on a dead trout, but I'm not sure. But look at this absolute unit. I was not expecting to find one of these guys today. If he was like a smaller one, I wouldn't even bother with it, but I saw how big he was. I was like, I gotta jump in and go get him. He is so big. You gotta be careful with these guys because they can whip around and bite you. Unlike the alligator snapper, you can't grab behind the shell or behind their head on the shell because they'll get you. He's already demonstrated that he wants to bite me, but I got a safe grab on him and I'm struggling. This thing is so heavy. Wow, you definitely don't wanna hold a big turtle like this by his tail. You could damage him. Oh my gosh. I haven't even got a good look at him yet. I'm just looking at the back of his shell. It's just so big. Woo-hoo-hoo, what a catch. Catch of the day for sure. That's incredible. This guy is taking me for a wild ride. He is so powerful. I mean, I've handled 100-pound alligator snapper turtles, and they're brutes. They're so big, but there's nothing like a big common snapper. They are just so powerful, so strong. Gotta be very, very careful with these animals. They have these razor claws. And of course that bite force, it messed me up. If he bit me, it would hurt really bad. He's calmed down a little bit And he's about to be a lot better because we're about to release him back here into the river. But what an amazing treat this is, guys. I mean, we love being able to get these animals in our hands and, you know, present them close to the camera so y'all could see them. This is just incredible. I mean, look at those back claws. Look at those front claws. This dude is the king of the river. Oh my gosh. Oh, don't bite me, bro. Ah, it's so heavy. I'm still supporting him, don't worry. But look how big he is, guys. Absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. Okay, you ready to go, buddy? Don't bite me. I feel like I'm wrestling an alligator right now.